Thong didn't sleep that night. He kept tossing in the bed, heart thudding wildly every time he remembered how Jungkook softly buttoning his shirt or applied lip balm while staring into his soul. What the hell was that? And what did he mean by no makeup on? I love this shit. Thong clutched this fellow. He is playing with me. Or is he serious? He didn't get much time to think. His mom knocked on the door and told him Jungkook was downstairs waiting for him for lunch. What? He got up and panicked. Why is he coming often these days? He never carried before. What is going on? Thong got dressed, properly stamped, and hesitated walking down. Jungkook was sitting casually on the couch, legs crossed, phone in hand, wearing a black turtleneck that made Thong's knees weak for absolute no reason. Jungkook looked up and smirked. Jungkook, ready baby? Thong had jumped into his throat. What did you just call me? Jungkook, standing up, smirked deepening. Baby, I'm practicing for our wedding. Thong, stop it. I'm not. This is not a joke, Jungkook. Jungkook, it's not. You are mine in 13 days. Thong went completely still. He muttered it to himself. He is joking, right? He is joking. He must be joking, right? But then Jungkook walked ahead and casually grabbed Thong's wrist and pulling him outside toward the car. The ride was awkwardly quiet. Thong kept stealing glances while Jungkook drove, eyes focused on the road, one hand on the steering wheel, vein popping. What the hell? Is he attractive all of a sudden? Thong cursed under his breath. They sat in the private booth. Jungkook ordered it for both without asking. Thong wanted to protest, but the food that came was exactly what he liked. Jungkook watched him pick at the food, chin in his palm, and then, Jungkook, you have been trying so hard to run away from this wedding. Thong fork dropped. He gulped. What? No, I. Jungkook, gently, do you really hate me that much that is making you back off this wedding? Do you not like me? Thong stares at him speechless. But I will ask you one last time before I let go. He leaned in closer. Do you really hate the idea of being mine? Thong couldn't breathe. His lips parted slightly. His heart thudded in his fingers curled on the table. Thong quietly. I don't know. They reached the beach. Thong always wanted to visit with his partner, hand in hand. But right now they weren't holding hands, but just walking side by side. The cool breeze of the ocean hits their skin softly as they walked along the quiet shoreline. Thong kept stealing glances at Jungkook. He was still frustrated from what had happened back in the room. How Jungkook cleaned him up so gently didn't look anywhere inappropriate, and even dressed him in his own shirt like it was the most natural thing to do. And now, here they were on the beach, walking side by side, their bare feet sunk a little with beach step into the cool sand, and occasionally their hand brushed. Each time Thong felt a tiny jolt in his chest. Jungkook noticed it too. He stayed quiet at first, looking ahead at the calm waves crashing softly, but eventually, after one more innocent brush, he finally reached out and took Thong's hand. Thong looked down, lips parting in surprise, as Jungkook's warm finger interlocked his, holding firmly yet gently. Thong sucked a breath. Jungkook didn't look at him, just continued walking like it was the most natural thing in the world. They stopped when they reached close to the water. The waves touched their toes. Thong shivered a little. His thin layer wasn't protecting him from the monsoon shell. Jungkook immediately pulled out his coat and made Thong wear it from behind. Jungkook, you really should stop wearing thin layer in this weather. You will catch cold. Thong just nodded, lips parting together, heart fluttering, afraid that he will slowly fall. Still, he watched the waves. The coast smelled like Jungkook, a soft, musky scent mixed with sea breeze. It made Taeyong's cheeks burn faintly. For the moment, neither of them spoke. Then Jungkook hesitated. His hand twitched slightly as if defending something. Slowly, he reached again, not to take Taeyong's hand this time, but to lightly tug on the sleeves of his coat, drawing Taeyong's attention. But Jungkook couldn't look at him this time. His gaze stays fixed on the sea, ears stinging red. He mumbled loud enough to be heard over the waves. You looked better before the makeup. You always do. Taeyong blinked, stunning, heart hammering in his chest again. Before he could say anything, Jungkook finally looked at him. Just a soft glance. That's when Taeyong realized it. This wasn't the cold CEO anymore, feared. This was the Jungkook standing barefoot beside him under the moonlight with a hesitant heart and hand that held his so gently. As the two stood quietly under the cloudy moonlight sky, the first drop of the rain kissed Taeyong's cheek. He looked up, eyes widening slightly as the gentle droplets turned into heavy rain in a second. Taeyong, it's raining, Jungkook. We should. Jungkook grabbed his wrist gently, already scanning the area. There, he pointed toward the small wooden hut near the rock, barely big enough for the two. Let's go. They ran barefoot through the beach sand, laughing when the waves started to reach their ankle. The rain was loud, washing away everything, makeup, awkwardness, even the invisible wall between them. Once inside the tiny shelter, they stood close, chest to chest. It was small, and Jungkook had to duck slightly. Taeyong wet hair clung to his forehead, water dripping down his cheek. Jungkook softly brushing water off his face. You look like a drenched kitten. Taeyong pouted. I don't know, it will rain. I thought it was just a walk. Jungkook gave a light laugh, voice slower now, more intimate in the silence of the shelter. You never plan anything, right? Stay showing up like a cartoon character to my castle the wedding. Taeyong smiled nervously, heart racing. Did it work though? Jungkook tilted his head, eyes holding him captive. You don't have to try so hard, Taeyong. You already have all my attention. That made Taeyong freeze. The air grew heavier, thicker. From the way Jungkook looked at him, like he was memorizing him. Loud thunder cracked above, and Taeyong flinched. Jungkook, without thinking, pulled him close, arms circling around his waist. Taeyong, muffling against Jungkook's chest. Why are you being so nice to me? Jungkook pulled back slightly enough to look into his eyes. Because maybe I was tired of pretending I didn't care. Their eyes lingered. Jungkook's hand slowly slid up to Taeyong's cheek, finger brushing his sweet skin. Taeyong closed his eyes for a second, hand hammering, and then it happened. Jungkook leaned in, not rushed, not forced, just a soft, teasing press of his lip, like he was asking a question Taeyong had no answer for. Taeyong didn't move anymore. In fact, he moved closer, their lips molded together, this time slower, warmer. The sound of rain waves and thunder faded behind them. The thunder clapped again, louder this time. Taeyong flinched, and as if the bolt had struck him awake, he abruptly pulled away from Jungkook, from embrace, breathtaking. His eyes were wide, confused. Something unreadable flashed across them from before he turned on his heel and started running through the pouring rain, barefoot and trembling. Jungkook stood there for a split second, stunned by the sudden shift before reality crashed on him. Jungkook, Taeyong, wait, Taeyong! He shouted, already chasing after the boy through the down row. But Taeyong didn't stop. His mind was messy. What did I do? Why did I kiss him? Why did I feel it's right? What does that even mean? His tears were blending with the raindrops, and his breath came out heavy as he ran to the slope from the beach to the road where their car was parked. By the time Jungkook catch up, Taeyong was already sleeping inside the passenger seat, his soaked body curled against the door, staring blankly out of the window. Jungkook stood outside for a second, just having rain soaking his hair flat, before he slowly opened the driver's door and sat inside, treasured. He glanced at Tong. Shankuk, Tong, what happened? He asked softly, concerned. Tong didn't respond. His jaw was clenched tight. The only sound of the rain beating the rooftop of the car and the sniffle that escaped him. He finally lifted one hand, wiping a long tear that his cheek, eyes still fixed outside, and then a voice so calm that it stung more than a ailing. He whispered, "Can you just drop me home?" Jungkook asked. He looked down at the steering wheel, guilt flooding him. His voice dropped. Was it the kiss? I'm sorry, I shouldn't have. Tong, just drive. Tong cut in purely above a whisper. Jungkook nodded slowly. Okay. He started the engine. The drive was silent, the kind of silence that screamed louder than words. But inside, Jungkook was overthinking every second of it. Was it really my fault? Or is he just scared? Did he feel the same way or not at all? And Tong, on the other hand, sits silently battling on his own storm. Why did I run? Why did I cry? Why does it hurt when he says sorry like that? Neither of them said a word for the rest of the ride, but both hearts were urging the same. The professor's lecture was going on, but Tong was sitting frozen in his seat, eyes glued on the video playing silently on the phone. A massive truck moved slowly through the street of Seoul, its transparent glass wall revealing the jaw-dropping sight, a giant bouquet of fresh red and lilac roses, with a single bold message, "I'm sorry." That was it. No name, no sender, just the confession. Tong's heart thudded wildly in his chest. His hand trembled slightly, and before he could lock the screen, his phone slipped from his grip and chattered on the floor. A few heads turned, but thankfully the professor continued speaking, unaware. Jimin, who had been sitting beside him, leaned down and picked up the phone. Oh, Jimin said, pressing his brows as he watched the video. This has been trending since morning. Everyone is talking about it on Twitter. I swear this drug apology thing is becoming a trend lately in Korea and China. I wish someone will do that for me. Tong stares blankly ahead, lips parting slightly, his mind running in 1,000 directions, his mind buzzing with what if Jungkook from Jungkook? He hadn't replied to Jungkook's messages last night. He didn't answer his call either. After a kiss, after the rush of emotion, then the storm of confusion, he had buried himself in the blanket, trying to forget the warmth of Jungkook's coat around his shoulder, the way their fingers had felt intertwined. Jimin nudged him. You okay? Your face is red. Tong, I am fine. Tong mumbled, eyes going back to his phone. He opened Twitter. Sure, the video of the bouquet truck were everywhere. Caption like, "Who the lucky one?" To, "Who broke someone's heart?" This heart. To, "Mystery apology truck spotted in Gangnam. This is romantic level 100." Jimin leaned over, scrolling through the comment. Looks like no one knows who it's for or who sent it. Tong swallowed hard. He didn't know if he should feel flattered or horrible. If Jungkook really did this and it reached here in uni, he will embarrass himself. He beat his lip, clutching the phone tightly. He didn't reply to Jungkook. He didn't have the courage. And now Jungkook might have just sent him as an apology for yesterday in the truck filled with flour and regret. The lecture had just ended. The sound of murmurs, gasps, and rushing footsteps began spreading across the hallway like wildfire. Tong Se was still seated, his head low, trying to make sense of the shouts in his chest, when Jimin suddenly jumped to his feet. Jimin, come on, the bouquet truck. It's outside the main building. Public are saying someone is actually here to confess. Tong has sunk. No way. Jimin grabbed his hand and tugged. Come on, this might be your soulmate confession to someone. Don't you want to see? Tong followed, feeling anxious. As he reached the front door, student were already in the campus, clicking the picture with their phone, and then there he was, Cheon Jungkook, standing right in front of the truck, dressed in his signature black leather jacket, his dark hair shining, the bouquet behind him giant and glowing softly with the word "I'm sorry" made him really look like he was standing in the middle of the dream. Jungkook held a mic in one hand, his eyes scanning the crowd until they locked onto Thong. Thong froze. No, 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 this is embarrassing. Not in front of everyone. Shit, why this is happening to me? God. Thong muttered. Jungkook, I didn't plan to make it public. I thought the message alone would be enough. His voice echoed through the speaker, hooked to the truck. But you didn't reply to my calls, and I just couldn't sit back and let you think I didn't mean that kiss or that I am playing with you. The crowd around them fell completely silent. Even Jimin stopped recording for a moment, stunned. Jungkook's voice softened, cracking slightly. Tom, I'm sorry for hurting you, for confusing you, for being a coward and not saying a word I should have said that night. The light rain started again. Jungkook dropped the mic and stepped down from the truck, walking directly toward Thong, eyes never leaving his. Thong still froze, his chest rising and falling rapidly. He didn't know what to say, didn't know what to feel. All he knew was that the moment Jungkook was in front of him, the world went blurry. Can you forgive me? Thong didn't speak. He didn't even know. He just reached out and hugged him tight, like he had waited a lifetime to feel that warmth again. Gasp rung around them. Phones flashes. Jimin, now behind the screen again, whispered to himself, "This is going viral." But Thong didn't care because despite everything, despite the showers, the hurt, the public display of all, he had forgiven Jungkook. He just didn't know why. Thong slowly pulled back, looking up into Jungkook's eyes. Why did I forgive you? Jungkook looked confused. Thong bit his lip and grabbed Jungkook's hand. Let's talk somewhere private. Jungkook nodded immediately, without saying a word. Thong grabbed Jungkook's wrist and dragged him away from the crowd. His eyes burning with hushed tears, frustration. The moment they reached the quiet corner behind Yuni, away from the cameras, fixed smile and curious eyes, he let go of Jungkook's hand with a sharp jerk. Thong, I forgave you earlier because there were too many people watching, but don't let that fool you. His voice trembled, but his expression stayed firm. Don't think for a second that I have actually forgiven you, Cheon Jungkook. I'm still against this marriage. This whole thing, this engagement, this relationship, none of it is my concern. It's being forced down to my throat just because our families think it's a good idea. Not me, never me. He's stepping closer, staring into Jungkook's unreadable eyes. If it were up to me, I would never agree to marry a stone man, someone who doesn't know how to smile, not even a little. You look like someone carved you out of ice, emotionless and cold. Jungkook pocket his inner shake but stays silent. So let me give you a final option. Back off. Back off before things get dirty. Because if you don't, I swear I will run your reputation, drag your name through the dirt, and one day I will divorce you and disappear from your life so fast your cold little heart won't even realize what you lost until it's too late. Jungkook, I won't back off. Thong gasped, covering his mouth. I want this. I want you. I want every version of you, even the one standing in front of me right now, full of hate. Thong breathed agent. His chest quivered as rage and disbelief twisted through him. It's okay if you don't want me now. One day you will. I'm sure of it. That was the last straw. Thong's eyes went numb, his fist clenched. Then, with a sudden emotion, he raised one hand and punched Jungkook's chest. His voice cracked, of the tears finally rolling down his cheek. What can I never expect from someone like you? His face landed another hit, weaker this time. You don't care about my feelings. You don't care what I want. You only care about yourself, your desire, your plan. What about me? Jungkook remained still, taking up blows without saying a word. Dong's voice broke. There's no use in talking to you. You will never understand. Never. He turned away sharply, brushing his tears, his entire body trembling. I'm done. I'm going. He didn't wait for a reply this time. He walked away, leaving Jungkook behind, standing in silence, face clenched and heart aching. Jungkook silently slowing down, not saying a word. When he finally catch up, he grabbed Tong's wrist and gently turned him around. Tong, still fuming, raised his hand to slap him, but before the strike could land, Jungkook quickly pulled a flower from his pocket and gently placed it in Tong's raised hand. Tong blinked, startled. What? Before he could react further, Jungkook pulled out another flower and slipped it into his another hand, just as Tong tried to slap him another one. Yeah, what are you? Tong tried to protest. But then Jungkook pulled out a third flower and gently forced it into his palm. One after another, flower kept appearing, delicate, colorful, and all of Tong's favorite. Tong's finger melted bit by bit as the petals brushed his skin. His hand, once clenched in fury, now cradled a bouquet of emotions he didn't know how to name. And then Jungkook stepped closer. Without a word, he pulled out one last flower, a tiny one, and tucked it behind Tong's ear. His fingers brushed softly through the strand of his hair. Tong's cheeks flamed, his ear burning, bright red. His heart thumped wildly in his chest. But before he could say anything, Jungkook took out his phone and snapped a picture. Tong, yeah, what are you doing? Tong gasped, flustered, trying to cover his face with the bouquet. Jungkook didn't answer. He simply stepped closer, leaning in slowly. Tong froze. Jungkook tilted Tong's chin up gently, turning his face left then right, as he is studying a rare, delicate painting. Then, softly, he leaned in and kissed Tong's temple. Jungkook, beautiful. Jungkook whispered before Tong could react from the shock. Jungkook turned around and walked away, leaving him standing there breathless and completely dazed. The temple kiss, that one kiss Tong had dreamed of, fantasizes about secretly. In the corner of his heart, Jungkook had just done it, casually, genuinely. Tong stood frozen, the flower still in his hand. He wiggled his body shyly, trying to hide his face behind the bouquet. His heart fluttered wildly. A whole zoo of butterflies erupted in his stomach. And despite everything, despite his anger, the denial, the shouts, his heart smiled. When Tong reached home, a large luxurious truck stopped right in front of their house. Its black color flung open, revealing a giant bouquet of fresh ponies' red roses tied together with silk ribbon. His mom, Kim Jin, stepped out of the kitchen, wiping her hand with a towel, watching the giant bouquet with wide eyes. Jin, what the hell is this? A wedding or a garden store takeover? Tong took off his shoe on the doorstep, completely unbothered, and casually replied, he sent them as an apology. Jin arched his brows in surprise. For what? Also, what the heck are we supposed to do with the bouquet taller than the fridge? Without missing a beat, Tong grabbed his sunglasses, put them on, and shrugged with his usual party grace. Throw it, burn it, feed it to cows, I don't care. And with that, he flipped his hand dramatically and went toward the staircase. Jin blinked twice, then slowly smiled to himself, shaking his head. Oh, someone is getting all romantic. He watched his son disappear upstairs, his arm still lightly hugging the flower Jungkook gave him earlier, his cheeks suspiciously red behind the petals. Jin turning towards stairs. Your ears are suspiciously red. Why? Tong stopped in track. It's not, he stuttered. Jin turned to him fully, watching him standing on the last stair. Oh, is that so? He crossed his arms, leaning onto the door. Turn around. Let me see if your cheeks are also red. Thong's hand shook as he knew he has read from the earlier scene with Jungkook. I'm going back to my room. I have homework to do. Jin smirked. You dropped one flower, honey. Thong quickly turned it to Jin, asking, Fear. Jin smirked and blinked at him, pointing. They're on your cheeks. Thong blushed as knows his mother saw the redness on his cheek and hid the face behind those flowers and ran to his room, slamming the door shut. The entire world was asleep. The streets were silent, the wind gentle, and the moon hanging lazily in the sky. Except one person was sleeping, Kim Dong, dressed in all black, hoodie over his head, sunglasses on. Yes, at midnight. He crouched behind Jungkook's backyard wall like some clumsy street secret agent. If no one is going to stop this wedding, then I will, by force. God, forgive me. I know I am breaking into someone's house. He huffed loudly, his hand on his hip. But that someone is a stone man, Jeon Jungkook, and I swear, if I got married to him, I will never be able to forgive myself. Never. He pumped his fist in the air. So mission wedding cancellation is on, even if this is the last chance, last day of my freedom. Fighting Dong, you can do it. With the motion of a squirrel on caffeine, he leaped over the wall, landed straight into the bush. Elpid got tangled in bushes, cursed under his breath, and finally stumbled onto the backyard. Dong rubbed his knees. This man better appreciate my effort and cancel this wedding. He quickly crept toward the grass to pull out a bobby pin from his sooty pocket, tried to open the lock and failed miserably. Oof, screw it. He banged the door loudly with his fist until the light turned on. Jungkook came down the stairs in boxers, short, and a sleeved shirt, looking like a confused bunny. Jungkook, what the hell? He opened the door only for Thong to jump inside like a tornado, pointing his finger straight at him. Thong, we are canceling this wedding right now. I have had enough. Jungkook blinked, then blinked again, still half asleep. You're a mess, shirt halfway open. Did you just break into my house? Thong, yes, and I will do it again. This wedding, it's over. Captain, done. Cancel it. Find someone else to drag the at-large Sean Stoneface. Jungkook amused, leaning against the door frame, arms crossed. You broke in at midnight in sunglasses to cancel your own wedding? Thong, yes, because apparently talking to you like a normal person doesn't work. Suddenly, the security alarm went on. Jungkook clumsily walked over, turning it off with a button, and looked back at Thong. Jungkook, you triggered my parameter brace system. Congratulations. You are now officially a criminal fiancé. Thong, God, good. Arrest me. At least in jail I won't have to marry you. Jungkook walked toward him slowly, eyes full of something unreadable, half amused, half something deeper. He stepped into Thong's space. You really did not understand what I want, do you? Thong looked up, trying to stay mad, but his flushed cheeks betrayed him. Get what? That you are a lunatic? Who doesn't care how I feel? Jungkook, that I am already married to the idea of you, that no matter how many times you scream, threaten, or break into my house in the middle of the night, I am not giving up on you. Thong blinked. You are reckless, dramatic, unreasonable. Thong, thanks for the compliments. Jungkook, and I love every bit of it. Silence. Then Thong said, shaking his head, you are insane. Jungkook smiles. Says the one who just committed domestic P&A in Gucci slippers. Thong muttering, there are no cops. Jungkook, even O's. They stared at each other, then Jungkook gently reached out and pulled off Thong's sunglasses. Jungkook, It's midnight, baby. His eyes roaming on Tong, now flushed face, staring at him like the lost puppy with wide innocent eyes. Tong, and 8. I still look better than you? Jungkook chuckled. Not actually, but he actually smiled. And for the first time, Tong saw him smile, a real one, and damn it, it was beautiful. Tong was still admiring Jungkook's rare breathtaking smile when he realized just how close they had gotten. Jungkook's warm palm slid around his waist, drawing him in with smooth, dominant tug. Tong's breath hished. He hadn't noticed it until now that he was standing in Jungkook's living room, and Jungkook is wearing nothing but his unbuttoned his shirt, the boxes, his skin shivering not from the cold but from the tension in their closeness in the air. Their bodies now pressed chest to chest, skin against skin. Tong's hand landed on Jungkook's firm chest, feeling the steady thumb of his heart beating. Jungkook leaned in, breath pressing Tong's cheek, his voice low and husky. You just triggered one of my kinks. Tong swallowed hard, blinking rapidly, unsure if he had heard it right, but the way Jungkook's eyes darkened with desire confirmed it. Without another word, Jungkook began walking forward, slowly, confidently, making Tong take a step back until his back hit the cold wall. Jungkook egged him in with his arms, nose brushing, breath mingling, tension melting into something electric, and then Jungkook pressed his lips on Tong's, kissed him. It was a sob, it was hungry, possessive, and desperate. Their lips crushed in a heated. Jungkook's hand tilted Tong's jaw up as he deepened the kiss. Tong gasped in the sudden pressure, following Jungkook's tongue to slip past his lips and explode. Slow but firm stroke, claiming him, teasing him like he had been starving. Tong let out a pretty moan against his mouth, fingers gripping Jungkook's shirt tightly. Jungkook rolled low in his throat at the sound, hands now roaming Tong's side, squeezing his waist, pulling him impossibly closer. Their bodies flashed together as the kiss turned sloppier, fatter, more intense. Jungkook made Tong's lower lip gently, sucking on it before driving back in, breathing harsh and lips sullen. When they finally broke apart for air, Tong was desert, lips red, chest heavy, hoodie sliding off one shoulder. Jungkook didn't even give him a time to recover. He brushed a strand of hair behind Tong's ear and whispered, Jungkook, if you keep looking this tempting, I might cancel the wedding and celebrate our first night right now. Tong's jaws started blushing furiously, brain still melting from the kiss. His knees almost gave out. Tong's back was still pressed against the wall, heart hammering wildly, his lips sullen and tingling from Jungkook's kiss. His hoodie had slid down one shoulder, exposing his fleshy skin to the cool air. He was breathing, stunning, trembling, not in fear, but from the sheer force of everything Jungkook made him feel. Jungkook looked down at him, eyes burning with hunger and affection. He dipped his head to press one last peck to Tong's lips, then trailed kisses along his jaw and down the curve of his neck, making Tong's head fall back with a quiet gasp. Suddenly, Jungkook's arm wrapped tightly around Tong's thighs, lifting him off the ground effortlessly. Tong, what are you doing? Jungkook smirked. Taking what's mine?